Welcome back. It's Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that love reacting to some Attack on Titan.
Yeah, we're diving back in.
Yeah, so we're checking out another OAD, and we also are checking out the end credits for season 2. We did not check it out at the end of season 2, and so we were told that to check them out and then to see, like, if it has any theories they come up with, because, like, I guess there's some hidden messages within the season 2 credits. Okay. So we're gonna check that out, and you can get our early ad-free access. I said again, you can get early ad-free access and full uncut reactions over on our Patreon. There's a link down in the description of the video and a pinned comment. And yeah, so we're going swimmingly so far.
Swimmingly.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Like these like stone carvings.
Are they
eating hearts? It looks like, yeah. Okay, coming out of the sea. This also song is creeping me out.
Yes, very creepy.
Full chubby cheeks, Titan butts.
Titan butts.
So when they had to move to rebuilding the walls and everything. So is there like a mother of the Titans? I mean, I don't know. Like, I'd have to like watch that thing I think a fair few amount of times to like freeze frame it and like study all the different like pictures and everything. It looked like some of the Titans came from the sea, and then another time there was something like they were just rising from the ground, kind of like how
Ymir
did, like when everything was like covered over and they just like had slept there for a while. It makes me think of like things War of the Worlds or whatever, where they like they were like buried underneath the aliens, like the dormant there.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like, I don't really know what all I saw. I know there were significant things in it. I just don't yet know what they are. I think one of the things I picked up on was the presence of females a lot more than we've even seen in this world. And so like that was a curiosity to me. The sort of, I don't know if it was a king or cleric, but the feeding the 3 children hearts or 3 smaller people, I guess. I assume they were like, my initial impression was he was either royalty like a king or he was a cleric, and I think cleric only because of the wall worshipping fanaticals.
Yep.
And that those were children to whom hearts were being fed or parts of a dead body. Now, maybe they weren't just children, maybe they were smaller people and there was a Titan. Like, I don't, like there are a lot of different ways that could go, but my sphere of knowledge is really limited right now. There was a really quick flash of a scene that looked like a female, maybe royalty, and it was like so quick. It went from one to that to another, like boom, boom, boom. So I didn't get a good look at it, but like that stuck out to me just because we've speculated about Ymir and like Krista and like their background and origin. So that popped out to me. But again, it went so fast that I was like, wait, did I even just see what I thought I saw? Yeah, there's more, but I don't know. I don't know what I saw. Yeah,
the eating of the hearts thing was probably the biggest, had the most questions for me, or what drew me in the most, because I'm like, okay, we'd wondered kind of how this whole started, like how they started to get people to maybe like turn into Titans, and eating of the heart could be one of the ways. Like even maybe you have to eat a Titan heart, or maybe it's like, but it looked like I don't know if it was a mini Titan there, or it was just like a person. Like maybe you have to eat a human heart.
When they looked like children to me, the skeleton looked like a normal adult skeleton, like in line with the king or cleric or whoever was standing behind them. But again, like that's assuming that they were children.
Yeah. So there was that. There was a whole thing with Ilste's notebook with the Titan and it like worshiping, like worshiping the body, the headless body, or whatever, and seeing Ymir. So, and like we knew that Ymir had was like worshipped with from people at one time. So maybe like they were drinking some of her blood in that cult or whatever, and like some of them had were able to turn into Titans or whatnot. Yeah, I'm not sure. It definitely didn't answer any questions for me.
No, and I also wonder, and this isn't based on any of the art that we saw, but just because of where we are now in our viewing journey, Berthold, Reiner, and Annie all talked about essentially their homeland and like getting back to it or reclaiming it or something. Yep. So I kind of wonder if any of the images that we saw in there pertain to that. Now, I don't know anything about it, so I can't look at an image and be like, ooh, this is about that. Like nothing seemed readily apparent to me. But because that seems so significant now in season 3 of like sort of a motivating factor, I kind of wonder if any of the art touched on that.
Well, I mean, we did see like everyone like kind of like wandering, like being those droves of people. I assumed it was people like moving to avoid the Titans and like build the walls and everything.
That's what I assumed too.
But it could have been Bert and Ernie's people. Could have been where Sesame Street really spawned.
It could have been.
Yeah, and I was trying to get back to the street. So we used to call it back in the day.
Yeah, back to the street. Because they're so hip like that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now we're going really off the rails. So we're going to the OAD Lost Girls, Walsina, Goodbye. And yeah, there's 2 parts to it, and we're going to watch both parts. You can watch one part, and then we talk about it, and watch the second part.
That's how we'll do it.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. You ready?
I'm ready.
I thought we were comrades! Please, please!
You said comrades? I first heard tongue rats. Thought we were tongue rats. I'm like, that didn't make sense.
No, it does not.
Oh!
Oh, man. That was Bertolt and Reiner on either side of her, wasn't it? Because they looked horrified, too.
Yeah.
Can't help but wonder, how many human lives will I have to take tomorrow?
She calls them human lives.
There's no point thinking about it. I have a mission, and I will complete it, no matter what.
Like,
Tomorrow, during the Scout Regiment's 57th recon mission, I'll capture Aaron Yeager.
Don't worry about it. They don't get Aaron.
because they say, she said like human lives again, like, and when Rhina and Berthold were talking, like they said like, you know that humanity doesn't have like much longer to live. We like had thought about that, but it's a weird thing to say. Like you wouldn't say human lives, you would say lives. I wonder how many lives you have to take, not human lives.
That's true.
Unless she's worried about the horses.
I would be worried about the horses.
I know.
If I say how many lives you have to take, it would be people and animals.
Interesting. Hey, Annie. How are you liking the MPs? We scouts are training hard to prep for the big recon mission.
If I'd known things would be like this, I'd have joined the military police too. Aaron's in a different squad, so I haven't seen him lately.
This guy's as boring as they come. He is writing to you, so that adds up.
Yeah, giving you all the information just in an innocuous letter.
If you want to be popular, you gotta put in effort somewhere.
Want to be popular.
That's what she's really worried about.
I need to skip out on tomorrow's patrol. Could you cover for me? Say I'm sick?
Yeah, of course I can. What's up?
Just need to run a
Meaning a
small
boy.
errand.
But isn't that the kind of thing you're meant to deal with on your days off? Fine. But you owe me a favor. She's missing. Probably just ran away from home.
What else?
Well, the case was originally assigned to one of the older soldiers, but they decided to foist it on me like 5 days ago.
And now you're foisting it on her.
Though it sounds boring.
What else?
Contrary to appearances, I can be a real airhead sometimes. So do you think you could repay that favor you owe me now?
And you'll only cover for me if I do this, right?
You could always just skip. Want to keep your record nice and clean? Then help me out. Glad we could do business. You're running an errand. That's code for meeting a boy, right? Don't tell me it's that Rhina guy. He's like dishwater doll.
Dishwater doll?
He's a 15-meter Titan.
You should really learn how to dress cute, Annie, because your sense of humor's hopeless.
She has no sense of humor. She's telling you the truth.
Carly Strotman, 20 years old, the only daughter of Elliot G. Strotman, president of the Marlene Company. If I don't keep myself busy, I'll start thinking about tomorrow and get depressed. I'll try to entertain myself by playing soldier.
Bon voyage.
Best of luck dealing with you-know-what.
Man, how did she even make it through training? To get into the MPs? She probably didn't. Probably just knew somebody, got in.
I need to know more about the circumstances surrounding your daughter's disappearance. I have questions.
Suppose I can take that to mean you haven't found her as of yet. But you must have turned up at least a lead or two, right?
I was just assigned to it.
Every time I requested an update, I was assured that you were doing all you could to find her. How could you MPs have turned up nothing? Are you incompetent?
Yep. She's not, but the MPs are.
I doubt the search for my daughter has even begun.
The case came to me this morning, after passing hands twice.
You the only soldiers actually willing to search for my daughter?
That's correct.
How many years you been doing this?
5
1
days.
month.
10 days of neglect. And then when the search finally starts, it's managed by a kid who's fresh out of training.
You don't appear to be short on financial influence. Why don't you just shoo me out of your parlor and hire some freelance fixers?
Freelancers only use their heads for one thing, coming up with ways to divest me of my money. But my eyes tell me that you're capable and that you're someone I can trust to follow through once you've given your word.
Because you actually showed up, like, asked questions. And
You see, all I knew for a fact then was that she hadn't turned up for dinner. She never missed dinner.
Did you notice anything unusual that day? Any change in her demeanor?
I don't feel like he knows as much about his daughter.
Nothing that I can recall now.
Then do you have any idea how she typically spends her time?
Nope.
I don't.
He knows
So you're
nothing about
telling
her.
me that you see your daughter every day but have no idea what kind of life she leads?
They don't talk. They just have dinner.
She and I don't interfere in one another's affairs. I truly don't know what she does.
Did you not talk at all during?
Mm-hmm. I don't think they did. If they did, it was how's your day? Good.
How was your relationship with her? Was it strained?
My daughter's mind is a mystery to me.
I don't think there's a father out there who knows what his daughter's thinking. Not really.
But there are those that maybe know a little bit more about their daughter than him.
Why did you join the military police?
Why do you ask?
Because you strike me as an unusual person.
I joined the MPs because I wanted to live a safe, quiet life in the interior.
Fair enough.
Who was at the door?
I wish you luck then.
You saw through that lie about why I became an MP, didn't you? I see through you too. You're hiding something, Stratman.
I'm going out.
You should not sing his name.
The Marlene Company would buy bulk goods in Walmaria, transport them to Walsina, and sell them.
Sounds like a pretty standard business model for a merchant company.
These days, they're just a horse-drawn coach business.
Thanks for the intel.
So what's the dad doing to get their lifestyle the same? If
Yet
the money's
Stratman
starting to
still manages to live in luxury.
dry up. Yep.
And if her father's business is in decline, why doesn't he care that she hasn't? What a strange family. If she and her dad are strange, me and mine are freaks.
Okay.
This is what you were born to do, Annie. It's the reason you were given life, understand?
Absolute obedience. Those were the only words that existed between me and my father.
So you had a great relationship.
They talked like he had no desire or ability to change the way she was living.
You said that a few times.
Carly was picked up for questioning 2 years ago. A military police patrol found her passed out drunk in front of a bar. Do you know this girl?
Can't say that I do. What are you trying to do with that?
Bribe
I'm
you?
about to change what I know.
I'm just thirsty. One limeade, please.
I bet those guys know.
You know her, right?
The hell we do. Now why don't you run home and cry to your daddy before I get any funny idea?
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
satisfying.
Screw you! Get out of here!
Oh, that was a mistake.
Oh. You just saw her like manhandle the biggest of all of you.
Yeah.
Think you guys had a chance?
She was a regular here. That girl's one of the most generous people I've ever met. She was kind to all of us, always buying us drinks.
She had a way of getting us all to dance. Everyone here liked Carly an awful lot.
Yeah, but then about 10 days ago, she flew into this terrible rage out of nowhere. We were all totally shocked.
Eventually, she up and left.
10 days ago. Dad last saw her 13 days ago.
So she was angered by Corduroy specifically. But why?
We've been asking ourselves that ever since.
Your friends
By
died
the
from
way,
it.
why did you guys pretend you didn't
Dean.
know her at first?
Look, it's because we thought she might have gotten mixed up in something bad. Her dad's business was in shambles. Carly was loaded, always had been. We figured it was dirty cash, you know? So when you turned up asking about her, we thought you had come to arrest her. There was a guy who came looking for her before you, and he was as crooked as they come.
Same guy that was at the place.
And it looked like one of his eyes was fake. It was red, probably glass.
Do you have any idea how Carly makes her dirty money?
Not a clue.
My report could say that I found you 3 selling Corduroy to a child. Your stint in prison will be a lot longer that way.
We really don't know anything.
After all, you forgot who Carly was at first, right?
We really don't know, though, I swear.
Maybe it'll come to you later, when you're on your way to jail.
Pretty sure that they're being honest right now. So I'd like you to stop tormenting them.
Has your amnesia been cured too?
Amnesia was never the problem. I just didn't feel like putting my book down yet. You should talk to Carly's boyfriend. I bet he would know what she was up to. His name's Kempa Boltz. Couldn't tell you his...
I'm about to say, how do you know his address?
But it's on South Auckland Street.
Wait,
Fixing, oh, your arm.
thank you.
Nice.
How is it that you know when they didn't?
He
When
listens.
you do this kind of job for long
Bartender
enough,
always knows.
you end up learning all sorts of things. Even things you'd rather not know.
Oh, ominous. Lunch break.
Give me your food.
Yeah. No, all of it. Not the little piece like that. Come on.
What the hell am I doing? I'll go to her boyfriend's place. And if there aren't any clues there, I'll call it quits.
You get your mind off things. And you want to do some good before you do some terrible things.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a man named Kempa Bolts. Do you know him?
Has the heat gone to your head or
Oh,
what?
dude.
Seems to me it's because you're overdressed.
Bad thing's going to happen to you. I feel like you deserve them.
Yeah.
Nice. Stab him in the butt.
He's on the 3rd floor.
He's missing too.
Are you home, sir? I have some questions for you. Kodoroin, huh?
You can check under the bed? Oh!
Hey! What the hell you doing in there? How many times do I have to tell you to keep it down, huh?
Shit!
You think they're alive?
Hurry it up! You getting proud, you dumb bastard? Stay right there!
Shit. Annie in her little like cocoon. Was that the one that got eaten? That was like in between Annie and Reiner?
Oh, maybe.
Got eaten by Ymir. It's interesting going into a deeper dive now into Annie as opposed to like at the end of season 1. So transitioning from season 2 to season 3 makes me think that like, you know, the beginning of season 3 is gonna have to like deal with maybe like Annie, like, I don't know, waking up in that little shell that she's in right now.
I'm really grateful that we're getting an Annie-centric episode because ever since the reveal of her as a Titan, like it felt like we didn't know her well enough to begin with. But then that revelation was like, whoa, don't know anything about her. Like anything I thought I knew, I don't know anymore. So really appreciated that flashback of her with her dad. You know, when she first was speaking to the oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the guy's name, but the father of the missing girl.
Oh yeah.
The way that he mentioned something and she responded about like their relationship or I can't remember word for word what she said, but it was very clear like she has her own personal experience in history that was kind of coming into play. And so then we get that flashback and, you know, her dad's training her for her mission, which we assume is this, you know, going undercover. But I'm intensely curious, okay, so is her dad a transformative Titan? Because he looked like a human in that shot. So very curious to learn more about her. And then I just really appreciated, you know, she is the outsider and they really leaned into that with the episode, like comparing her to her roommate and her roommate's all like, you gotta dress cute and here's how to be popular. I mean, it was almost like a Galinda and Elphaba moment.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing actually. I was thinking about like when did Attack on Titan become Wicked?
I can't believe you were thinking of Wicked. Oh,
I was.
That makes me so proud.
I was. She took me to see Wicked and then we saw the movie. And so.
Well, only part 1. Haven't seen part 2 yet.
It's true. That's true. Can't wait. No, it's a good show. It's a good show. It's a good movie. So, you know, I enjoyed it. I can enjoy both Attack on Titan and Wicked. All right. You don't know me.
That's what we call range, baby.
Exactly.
You got range.
So I think the line you were thinking about was when she was just like, few fathers know what their daughters are thinking.
That's the one.
Because I thought the same thing. I was like, that's from experience.
Yeah.
And then also, I like that Annie, like, I don't know, has a code. And you know, the guy, the father could see that right away. It's like, if you give your word, I'd see like you're someone that's going to like follow through and like, and actually mean it. Again, it's kind of like, you know, a little bit, giving us a little bit more about Annie. It's like, yeah, you think you know her. It's like, she's not the villain that necessarily like was portrayed in season 1. And just the fact that she's like worried about, she knows that she's gonna have to take lives. She just wonders how many this is gonna be. And like, you know, I don't think she ever says like, I hope I don't have to take that many lives or whatever, but you can tell it's weighing on her at least.
Yeah, I think she referenced something like, "Oh, I'll start thinking about it and I'll get depressed," or
yeah, exactly.
Something to that effect.
I'll start thinking about getting depressed. Yeah.
So yeah, she's not looking forward to it. It's not like, ooh, I get to go be my big badass Titan self. It's not. She doesn't seem to be relishing the opportunity to do this thing or eager to kill humans. She very specifically seems to be unhappy about it, unsettled. Like, you know, she doesn't want to have a day off to think about tomorrow. She wants to work so that she doesn't have to. I also thought it was interesting when in the flashback with the father, the whole thing about total obedience, like that was her relationship with her father, was total obedience, which like in any relationship is not healthy. So it begs the question as to like, what does that mean? Because that's a pretty loaded statement too.
The other part of that I sort of filed away was he said, "This is what you were born for." Now, that could just be a very, I don't know, like a throwaway line where it's, you know, you hear it a lot, like you were made for this. Come on, you like, you know, this is
destined for this.
Yeah, that's what you were born for. You were born to do this. You know, it's a I don't know, it's a cliche line or whatever, but it's said a lot. So like, it'd be clever to say that line and just you're not thinking much of it because you're just like, okay, this is just like a motivational thing that people say. You know, you're born for this. I was born for this. This is like, you know, what I was made for. Was made for this moment. You know, thrive under high pressure situations. Like whatever you want to say from like a cliche like sports movie or something like that. But to hide that as in like maybe she was like literally born to be a transformative Titan. Because the only reason I think of that is because we just watched the season 2 ending credits, and it was a lot about like the female. There's a lot of like images of a woman and possibly like motherly figures. So is there like, I mean, there is Aaron is the what do they call him? I don't know why like centrifugal force keeps coming into my mind, but like the focal point, centrifuge, the like
coordinator.
Yeah, he's a coordinate. So he's a coordinate. So there's a coordinate that like controls the Titans and like can like, you know, is there a like breeder for, and maybe does that fall onto one woman who's in charge of like everyone that's born from this one?
Almost like a queen bee.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm wondering. And yeah, so I don't know. It's just things that come up.
No, I'm glad you pointed out that line though, because when he said that you're born for this, it didn't feel like the sports movie cliche, you're destined for this type of thing. It really felt like I remember thinking at the time, was she cooked up in a lab?
Mm-hmm.
Because like there was just something about the way he said it that put that into my head versus a like, this is your destiny. So yeah, it's, you picked up on it too. And like, you know, we're into season 3 now. I have the utmost respect for the creators and writers of the show and know at this point that they don't do anything by accident. So the fact that it struck us both that way, I think there's something to that.
Yeah. All right. So we're going on to the next episode, part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, say something. Tell me you're sorry. Blubber and...
Tell me you're sorry.
If he gets in, I'll have to end him. Body's still warm. He must have died fairly recently.
Absolutely petrified.
Kempa bolts. This corpse will start to smell pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The men at that bar know me. Damn it. If things go sideways tomorrow, I'll need to return to my post here, ignoring it.
The ring she breaks herself with.
I'll track down Carly. Say I found her without ever needing to come here. That's the only way.
That was a cool segue into the intro.
Yeah.
Get back to work, Annie! The enemy won't wait for you to catch your breath when you're out in the field, so I won't either. You hear me?
Oh! Trained her a little too well. I've never been more proud of you. Oh, shit.
So, according to the doctor,
Oh.
I'll probably be walking with a limp for the rest of my life.
I thought she killed him.
I wonder if that's where it was going to.
You've made me proud already.
Yep, told you. You can break my other leg. Put me in a wheelchair, Annie. Make me proud.
Could someone have killed Kempa and then abducted Carly from his apartment? Those boxes were about as poorly hidden as they could have been. Even Hitch could have found them.
This is Corduroyne, a new street drug.
Was she working with her boyfriend to push drugs? Or...
He was clearly dealing. Maybe with Carly's help. But how did they get so much of the stuff? The Stratman estate, please.
Come along quietly, and we won't have to kill you here. We'd much prefer to avoid...
Ooh, got the red eye.
You'll know him when you see him.
Hands up.
That dude looks like somebody from another anime.
Well, isn't this a pretty little thing? Here, bro.
Say bro?
He said bro. And that guy seems anything less like a bro.
May I ask where you're planning to take me?
The Industrial War. It's home to several open liquid waste repositories that are good for making things disappear.
So did you inhale too many fumes from it, or were you always this stupid?
You need to learn your place here real fast, bitch. Calm down. Let's not be savages, Lou. We're simply aware that the work you're doing could interfere with the work we're doing.
Do you know where she is?
You'll never learn what we know.
You do realize that my comrades will be hot on my heels, don't you?
Actually, I think that's a lie.
Nobody knows you're here.
We spoke to Strutman earlier. He informed us that you're acting on your own.
When I go missing, they'll look and they'll know where to start.
You discovered Kemper's corpse in that apartment, did you not?
You're dealing with other liars, too. They're good at this.
Before I take a dip in the sludge pit, I'd like to ask a favor.
What is it?
I want you to persuade your oh-so-civilized friend here to give me my ring back.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
My dad gave it to me as a parting gift when I left my hometown. If I had it back, I could sink through that industrial waste in peace.
And you can turn into a Titan.
Hand it over.
Fine.
It's a civilized thing to do.
Give it here.
Whoa, cool.
Is it coated with poison?
Why not see for yourself?
I don't think I will. You're an intelligent young woman. If it were simply coated with poison, you wouldn't goad me like that.
You really think we're stupid enough to fall for your dumb tricks?
You are.
Yeah.
He's not. Oh, nice!
You cocky little...
That's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You're that stupid.
Oh, poor horse.
I was about to say, I'm like, how is it not reported that a big ass Titan showed up, but it was just your arm? That's some control.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me where to find Carly Strotman.
You appeared out of nowhere and ruined everything. It's like you're a Titan. Carly is that...
Shit. I was wondering if she'd killed that guy.
Can you stand, Wold?
I think I can manage.
Not for long, you can't. Take a nice civilized rest.
So you were the one who killed Kemper after all.
Like it matters.
You're still alive. Tell me where to find Carly.
197 Van Gelder. It's a second floor apartment. Mr. Stratman hired us to help him find and recover his daughter. When the trail led us to Kemper, he would tell us where to find Carly. So long as we incentivized him by helping with the job.
What kind of job?
The dirty kind.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to use a secret to blackmail the man. We took the job. We'd made arrangements to meet Stratman and exchange the girl for the money 2 days from now. If
What?
it had worked, I could have put this life behind me.
Mm.
All I needed was a little more time.
2 days from retirement. Damn.
Every damn time. Right when you're ready to take that final step.
Freaking Titan shows up.
That's just how life has always gone.
Never even got his last final smoke. Poor bastard. It was just... Oh. Isn't that because you feel bad because you all attacked the wall and ruined his life and so many others?
It's time. Peter, Dad's coming home.
Oh. Bitch! Kill her! Shit! Damn you!
Oh, you like do it.
I never fought your gang. I never met you or Wald, and I was never here. If you squeal to so much as one person, you're through. Bang.
Bang. I think he crapped his pants.
Yeah.
I'll be taking my ring back.
Are you done? You must be Carly Strotman. I'll escort you home.
No, don't think so.
What's the hurry? Why don't we get a drink first?
Okay. Why did they tell us about the waste tank and the purification?
I mean, that's what they were going to kill Annie with, but
Ah, okay, yeah.
otherwise I don't know how relevant it will be.
I hear that you've got a big secret. Care to share?
I've been creating Codoroin.
Huh.
You mean you actually manufacture it?
As long as the MPs in the capital keep selling me morphine.
She's Walter White.
Yeah.
Kempo is just one dealer. Daddy runs things.
Strotman
There it is.
distributes it?
When we first launched this little enterprise, I had him promise not to sell Codoroin here.
And then you came across proof that he had broken his promise. That explains why you got angry when you saw Codoroin at the bar.
I was hoping to leave the city with Kempa, but he wasn't interested in living in poverty with me in some unknown town. I guess Lou must have betrayed him. Silly Kempa. Would you be willing to pretend you never found me?
Why'd you decide to start making Codoroin?
5 years ago, Daddy lost everything he had. I wanted to help him get it back.
It's not where I saw it going.
Sorry, fellas. I've got to run. Thanks for waiting. This is for you.
What is it?
Bag of donuts.
Don't think I've ever had one.
Never had a donut?
Got you this too.
You don't have to leave, do you? Just tell your dad you're done making Codoroin.
I'm the only person who knows how. If I stick around here, I'll feel pressured to help him.
Got you a permit to enter Wall Rose, as promised. You can just scrap it if you want.
Thanks, Annie. But I'll go. Get some rest, you've earned it.
I really wish I could, but I still have one last thing to do.
All good things are dying off, it seems. I may have the world's only stash.
Nope, not the
I've
other one.
more or less confirmed that you killed Kempa Bolts.
Why would you say that?
Your butler came in and handed you a note. It contained a message from Kempa. Realizing that MPs were on the case made him panic. As a result, he decided to demand the ransom money early. Just bring the money to my house. I bet that's the gist of what the note said.
Good detective work, Annie.
I don't know what words were said, but in the end, you killed him.
That's an interesting fiction you've created.
I found a few of these in Kempa's ashtray.
Ha.
Do you really think your excuses will hold up to a full investigation? Or can you understand that you've been caught?
Kempa had no intention of freeing my daughter. He just wanted to get me drunk and steal my...
Save your breath, Strotman. And while you're at it, would you please stop smoking those cigarettes?
You have no authority to tell me what I can and can't do in my own home. I'll smoke as I please, thank you.
I've had to soak in the stench of booze and cigarettes all day now.
Huh.
I'm done putting up with this shit.
Yeah, Annie.
And what has you so agitated all of a sudden?
I'm not acting out of anger. I'm tired. I want this to end.
I see. You will let me smoke in my cell, right?
She's not turning
you
you in.
won't be going to a cell.
What made you decide to help me?
Helping you wasn't my objective. I did this for my own sake. What must be done, must be done.
She needs it clean.
And I will complete it, no matter what.
She can't be standing trial or witness or anything.
I'll see that you eat like a queen.
I appreciate that.
Plenty of donuts.
But, well, I'll probably be leaving this place soon.
Are you getting transferred?
Sort of.
Hopefully, I'll return to my hometown.
And when you're surrounded by multiple foes?
I should neutralize their strongest fighter first to break their morale.
That's correct. What must be done, dear. You need to complete your mission no matter what. In the meantime, we can spare no effort. Understand?
Investigation report. The missing person, Carly Strotman, headed to the capital 3 days ago with her lover, Kempa Bolts. The two were likely carrying forged travel permits, in which case they'll have passed through the checkpoints using false names. Their new aliases are unknown, as is the identity of the individual who forged their travel permits. Further investigation is likely impossible.
Case closed.
You aren't seriously out looking for that runaway girl right now, are you? Anyway, if you're really gonna meet a guy tomorrow, you should try wearing this. You're about as sexy as a brick right now, so it can only help. Hitch Dreisa.
Annie, I don't expect you to forgive me, but please just stand your ground. Even if the whole world stands against you, they won't understand. But I will. Your dad always will. Promise me you'll return. That's all I ask.
Today, during the Scout Regiment's 57th recon mission, I'll capture Aaron Yeager.
For a minute, you will. All right, what'd you think?
I mean, it's still good to see more Annie, to see how complicated it was. That last thing about tomorrow I'm going to capture Aaron, I'm just like, I mean, it's good to see where she was leading up to that, but it's really tough to know that is the objective that she's going for.
This was fun. I like that, the detective mystery part of it,
Yeah.
like uncovering the crime and like Annie like piecing it all together. So I mean, I like a good mystery story, and then like you would throw in, I don't know, criminals and the underbelly of society, and just yeah. So like, as far as it's not spin-off or whatever, the OAD for Attack on Titan, and like to get like a little bit more about Annie is great, and to wrap it in a story of like other characters that seemingly otherwise mean nothing to us, but still make us care for these 2 episodes and tell a good story. I thought it's a successful job.
And we met the Walter White of AOT.
We did.
So that was fun. I agree. I loved the detective element. Like, I just one of the things that we didn't know about Annie was how intelligent she is and how observant she is. I mean, I think it was probably fair to say that she's smart to an extent. Like, that was a pretty fair assumption based on what little we'd seen of her. But this really shows, I mean, the aroma of the cigarette, like picking it up at the crime scene, knowing exactly who smokes that, and like clocking the 2 drinks that were there. And I mean, like, just some great detective work, and like getting to see Annie's intelligence, it like sort of exposed in a way where we had never seen it in practice before.
Yeah. And then also the guy that she was like riding in the character that got the red eye, the fake eye, he was really clever too. Like, I mean, he's like, okay, let me see the ring. He found it, and like he knew like not to stab her with it. And then like it meant something to her. And his mistake was giving it to his idiot partner.
Yeah, I hated that guy. But I did very much appreciate Annie scaring the hell out of him and making him like piss his pants and stuff. Yeah, the guy with the red eye was a fascinating character, and I loved seeing Annie, like, she didn't murder him.
Mm-hmm.
But she stayed with him until he finally passed and said, like, you know, my son, I'm coming home. She stayed with him that whole time. And she even put a cigarette in his mouth for him. So there was an incredible degree of humanity and empathy from Annie, which was so great, like, to see that sort of juxtapose that final scene and knowing what we know about what happens the next day. Just, damn, she's a very complicated character.
I don't understand. So their dad was like training her up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a point where it was just like, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean for this to happen. So was that because like she was getting part of the crew to like go in like undercover, and like it was like too soon for her, even though like, he was like, I thought he was training her because like that was always the goal. Then at that point it seemed like it wasn't always the goal, and like and that he was worried about, you know, her being a Titan, and like, you know, they will never understand you. And so I don't know, I don't know if I fully got that part.
I don't know that we're supposed to, because I didn't either. So like, either you are supposed to get it and a lot went over our head and I feel a little bit dumb right now, or we're not entirely meant to understand it yet. Sort of like how other pieces have come up before that we don't totally understand in the moment. Like, the assumption I had was right in line with yours in terms of like, she's born to do this mission of going undercover. And like that whole talk about, you know, how do you handle, you know, if you're being attacked by a group, you take out their strongest. It's like, okay, well, she's taking out Aaron. Like, she's doing exactly what she was trained to do. So it all felt like everything was going towards this moment. This was her complete obedience to her dad. This is what she was supposed to do, which is why the whole apology and like, you know, you come back. I don't know if that was like a turn of heart on her father's part, just something coming to terms with the fact that like he actually is really putting his daughter in danger, and she could die and she could not come back. And so he was, you know, that realization finally dawned on him in a way that made him want to reconsider the way he raised her, reconsider his willingness to send her off, or if there is more in between those that we just don't have the context and information for yet, so we don't necessarily know how they piece together.
I think it's also just the fact of parents not always knowing how to express their love to their kids, and you know, the way that we look at him in the beginning and he's training her up, and he's just like, okay, you know, like she's like a living weapon or whatever, a machine, and you know, she's like, this is what you were born for. Now I'm starting to think that like maybe like that was like supposed to be like the motivational speech in the sports movie or whatever, like this is what you were born for. And like that was kind of how I processed it, of like, because when I first saw the scene, I was like, okay, wait a minute, did all of a sudden she get drafted like to go on this mission, and he didn't realize that. But I think maybe like she was drafted maybe like early on, and like so like he had always been training her, and then it was finally time to send her off, and that's why he said like, you know, I didn't want this to happen. And his like way of showing his love to her was getting her as ready as possible so that she could survive. It's just like, you know, instead of giving her that emotional support or whatever, and like letting her know how much she mattered to him, which he did at the end, when she was like finally leaving, like you saw that, like he was just breaking down and crying and everything like that. It's like, okay, no, he really loved her. It's like all this other training that he was doing for her was like because he loved her. And it's like, and it's just, you know, like I said, parents aren't always the best about showing their love. And, you know, I think it's not uncommon for parents to just like, you know, like they push their kids so much and the kids start to resent them. Just like, oh my God, like, you know, you just like push me and push me and push me. And, you know, like put all this pressure on me, like to be great, or like, you know, to have a successful career or whatever, like live a certain life. And, you know, from the parents' perspective, it's like, yeah, well, it's because I loved you and I wanted you to have the best life possible. And so like, if I was hard on you, that's why. And I mean, so I don't know.
Yeah, I do like your sort of interpretation of the dad, and there are some pretty key pieces that I think line up with that, because when we first meet him and it's like you're born for this, and like he's training her so hard, and she talks about total obedience. Does feel like it's maybe all about his ego and like having the champion child and like the special mission, and it feels very much about him, but
living vicariously through your kids.
Exactly. But when she breaks his leg, he like kind of comes home with a warmth that was really unexpected and talks about how proud he is, which that kind of then makes it about her and her actual strength and ability versus being about him and the fact that he won't ever walk the same again. So like I do remember like that surprised me because I really thought he was going to come home and like beat the crap out of her just because he seemed so much the drill sergeant and so much into the like a very physical way of communicating with her just through like the training and everything. So that was a surprising moment. And then, you know, if he'd been so hard on her to ensure her survival, then those other things like him crying when she's going to leave and all do sync up.
And I think also like the whole fact that she injured him, like it's like, okay, if you're able to do this to your father, then I have like confidence that you're gonna be able to do it to people that you are eventually going to come to care for, you know? Because if like they're going undercover, they don't know how long they're going to be there for, and I think that, you know, it's just natural to kind of what happened to Rhina and whatnot is just and even Berthold said that he cared about them. It was like you start to care about the people that you spend all this time with, and you know, like it's hard to hate up close, and but when it comes time to like having to do what needs to be done, are you gonna be able to execute it? It's easier when they're faceless and you know and whatnot, but once you get to know him, it's tougher. But I think that's probably also why he was proud, is because like, okay, well, you did it to me, and you're your dad, so hopefully that means you can do it to anybody.
I will say too, and I've completely forgotten her name as well, which is bad, but the roommate, this was also showing us more of that particular character as well, which was kind of interesting because she seems rather vapid, and like, but also at the same time, like she's just probably normal, like a normal girl, a normal young girl compared to Annie, who's like Black Widow and a trained killer. You know, but she cares about fashion and being popular and boys and all that, which is why at the end there when she like leaves that hair clip out for Annie, it's kind of like a surprising thoughtfulness from her, even though her letter was insulting with like, you're about as sexy as a brick, which is actually kind of funny. It was the fact that like she left something out for her and was actually like thinking about her and kind of excited for Annie to have this special day, that I was really surprised by that. And I was like, you know, she cares too, which I think is like another hopeful twist in the knife for Annie, because it's like she could be one of the people who gets killed.
And to me, that's the difference between like good writing and great writing. Is great writing good writing has really good, strong leads, and like, you know, the people that you like are following and care about, and like that tells a really good story like that. Great writing has like even the side characters on there are memorable and like have such distinct personalities and really stand out and like just aren't forgettable. Like I mean, from the guy in the carriage to the guy you really hate. That's I mean, yes, he's kind of like the standard, I don't know, like tweaker, like asshole guy, like scumbag, but like the way he was like animated and everything like that, like he like really like stood out. Like you wanted to hate him. Like the mission to hate him was definitely achieved, and I think it really comes through for some reason. Like Karen, that was her name, right? Or Carly.
Carly.
She was fascinating. Like the whole fact of like. I mean, when she was saying the fact about her making the drugs and everything like that, she was just very charismatic and like talking to Annie like they were like all old friends and buying her donuts and some lime soda and just, I don't know. And like she's holding court at the bar and everyone's like you know, fawning all over her and everything. She just had a great personality, and like the few scenes that she was in, to me, she like really stood out. I was like, I want to follow her a little bit more. I'm sad that she's never going to come back ever again. I mean, you know, probably if you get more of her, then you know, there's not enough of her character to really like draw it in there or anything like that. But what she was in, I thought she did really great.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, from our very first seeing her alive moment all the way through, she has a self-assuredness and a composure.
Effortlessly cool.
Yeah, that's just effortlessly cool, like you said. And also just her life is fascinating, right? Like she's a rich heiress, graduated with a chemist's degree, turned drug maker, drug dealer. I mean, like her life is just a fascinating life. It does not follow the typical linear path that we expect.
Which it was all set up there. She's a chemist. And there's a drug in there. We've seen Breaking Bad. How do we not put that together? Damn it! I'm disappointed more in myself.
We were blinded by the heiress thing.
Yeah. and we were focusing more like on like Annie and like the whole like Titan. Like I wasn't like even really too much concerned about the mystery thing because I don't know. I was like we're following Annie. Like that's what it's more about. So I wasn't really even thinking about the mystery. But like at the end, they made you start to care about it, and like it was like it was brought up in a very clever way. But I'm like, oh man, yeah, the clues were all there to link it all together.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts about these episodes down below in the comments. And if you want early free access to season 3 and you want to see our full uncut reactions, check out our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. You can get a month ahead and see every moment that way. Thanks so much for watching Attack on Titan with us, but keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.